and golden showers.
Hope you were already live and you were lying about that.
I hope so. Oh, really right at the end.
Yeah.
Hi. Hello.
Who? Me?
You?
Yeah, you.
What did you do?
Nothing. There's no fucking subtitles to call me out this time, bitch.
Not this time. You're lucky. Hello, everyone.
Cap has revealed some things that we can't talk about physically. We don't need the captions.
I didn't reveal shit. You can't prove anything.
Welcome.
They try to focus away from it.
Welcome to Tragedy. Oh fuck! I forgot to turn on my light. God damn it, motherfucker! Welcome to Tragedy of Theolosion. I'm sick. Welcome back. We've been on hiatus for a very long time, and finally, we're back.
Yeehaw!
We're doing it.
We're back.
We're live. What happened last time? I don't know. You're gonna have to find out, buddy boy.
Watch the fucking show.
Watch the fucking show. Since we didn't have a little starter video, I'd love for everyone just to kind of go over quickly who they are, what they do, if there's anything exciting they got going on. So we're gonna start with Andre.
Hey everybody, I'm Andre. I exist online as Andre Rivera Art. You can check out my website, andrerivera.art. You can see my illustration portfolio, as well as all the shows that I'm in, including Tragedy Theologian, and Animalists, and Streets of Gotham, and Power Rangers, and Redline, and Unicorn Hunt. Streets of Gotham is currently airing on Manapot Studios every Monday night at 8. If you want to check that out. We are in the midst of robbing the Riddler. Very cool if you're into Batman stuff. That's really about all I have going on right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Next up is gonna be Depth.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
I don't see any other depths here.
Do I need to dig deeper?
It didn't sound like depth. Hi, I'm Depth.
I'm talking to the concept of depth.
Hi, I'm Depth, like the ocean. You can find me on all the things via Chaotic Bunny. I do things sometimes, like a couple of weeks ago, I GM Tragedy. I was the captain for a couple of weeks there, and I done some other stuff like Percy Jackson. So if you're a Greek myth whore like me, you can check that out on our YouTube. I will also, hopefully, maybe not for a while, who knows, we'll be delving into some superhero stuff soon, so stay tuned for that, I guess. Yeah. That's it. I'm not very impressive.
You shut the fuck up.
Shut.
Your cock is impressive.
Thank you. It is, actually.
Just
I haven't seen it. This is bullshit.
You didn't see it at Gen Con?
Yeah.
No, that's too bad.
We sat next to each other and I didn't even see it.
You exposed yourself at Gen Con? Hi, everybody. Hey.
You did it?
My name is Christian, aka Fluffy Momo, here on Twitch and TikToks and such. You can find me here playing Ragna, but you can also find me on Thursdays on Roll for Dylan. That's ROLL4 DYLAN for Vampire the Masquerades. Darkness over New Orleans. Things are getting crazy over there. And soon you can find me on the Initiative Order playing Root, the RPG. Details will come soon when that's going to happen. I lost my train of thought. The train is gone. I also stream here on Twitch several days, several games with several wonderful people. Check me out whenever you want to, both on YouTube or Twitch. Take your pick. And I'm excited to get into whatever the fuck we're getting into, because I have no idea. It's me.
It's trouble.
Did you know that he was trouble when you walked in?
When there's
now I'm crying on the cold hard ground.
When there's trouble, you call
I now realize why Sloan wanted us to do an intro video so many months ago.
It's fine. Well, Sloan is on a whittle break doing a whittle thing. So, we didn't need the video because we're missing someone. So, and I'm Serenity. You can find me as Click Clack Snack on the interwebs. Sometimes on the high seas. like last week, which was fun. Oh boy, there's stuff happening in the background. But none of it's out yet, so get fucked. Anyway, so you'll see it in the future. All right. So
also, before we start, thank you to the people who we are using music from today. Kevin McLeod and maybe Adrian Von Ziegler. I don't know what AJ's using. Also, thanks to AJ for running stream today.
yes.
AJ!
Our
Yeah.
beloved Dylan is not feeling so hot. We are wishing them a very warm, cozy time in bed.
So Dylan gets to take a little break and just watch their show,
Yes.
which
Love
is
you, buddy.
wonderful. Fuck, we're all sick. Thank you, AJ, for being wonderful. So what happened last time? I don't know. Some stuff. But the biggest last thing that happened was we decided, what if we went into the brain of Echo? Which then Bastian said, okay. Boop. And such. We are going to get into that. Now, as we don't have Bastian here with us today, there will be some stuff that is not communicated. You do see that Bastian goes through a series of different emotions as they dive a little deeper into what looks like into Echo's psyche, channeling through Ragna themselves. And end up eventually needing a break and then just sitting on the side of a bed for a second, looking emotionally and a little bit magically withdrawn. But you know who gets to see some stuff?
Who?
Ragna.
Who could it be? Oh my god.
Ragna gets to see some stuff.
Cool.
So as the hand is put onto your head, you feel the magic rushing through. Rather than it hitting yourself, you feel it surround you, almost as you're in the watercolor room. You feel it surround yourself, however, direct itself over to Echo instead.
Mm-hmm.
Which then begins to second-handedly kind of tinkle around into your brain. And as you close your eye, you then begin to feel yourself absorbed by this magic. You don't get to go through the experiences that Bastian has explained. Trying to dig through, sometimes it's tunnels, sometimes it's hallways, sometimes it's forests. You don't truly get to experience the how, but rather you get to experience one of the end results. Which, when you open your eye once more, you feel the opposite eye being the one that has to be opened, as you feel yourself inside Echo instead. As you open your eyes, and even before you open your eyes, the heavy scent of fire, cinder, just general hot, blood, iron, hits your nostrils. And as you open your eyes, what you normally see when you look out into Gaian is a beautiful, bright, blue, clear sky. Even on its worst days, it's a deep gray. But looking out, you see this heavy, deep red sky. You feel this overwhelming push on your shoulders as you begin to hear the sounds of war surrounding you. As you look down, you see yourself wearing what Echo normally seems to wear. However, it is tattered and war, worn by war. You have many wounds over your body, and you're feeling the aches and pains, but you also can feel the adrenaline that's helping you push through most of the major injuries. Finally, kind of sensing what it is around you, you look back and you see a familiar sight. When you first started, when you first saw the vision of war-stricken shores, you saw this. You are on the coast of Marinid. As you can see across the way, pretty far, you can see that there are warships with Siophin's flag that are coming closer, shooting cannons at other ships that seem to have Marinid's large symbol on it. But there are many crashed ships as well, floating debris. The smoke, everything is beginning to make your heart pound, as you've seen this before, but now you're living it. As you finally get a hold of your surroundings, you hear, "Don't turn your back on me, Ragna." What do you want to do?
Is it a voice? Is it a voice Kid Ragna recognizes?
It's not a voice you recognize.
I mean, I gotta take the hook. I gotta take the hook. You kidding me? I gotta turn around. Take.
You almost had it there.
I'll take it. I'll turn him.
Okay.
I'll do one of those. I'll do one of those slight turns where the body turns and the head barely turns.
So, taking a look, you see someone that you've never seen before. But along beside them, you do see people you do recognize. Rather, you see a person you recognize, not a voice. You see someone who has worked in the mercenary group in Feltios. That was up higher on the polls. Or higher in the leadership, but not quite leading. Someone that you would see commonly. But they look at you. They are dwarven. And taking a look at them, they seem to be just as worn as you are. And he nods. This kind of very short, burnt, brown hair. His beard is in cinders. Or the braids in his beard are becoming undone. Blood splattered everywhere, mud, dirt, sand. He looks and he reaches out back and he's like, "We need to go. They're waiting for us." And you see far back a pair of horns that you do recognize, with a trident in one hand, seeming to fight something off.
Oh my god! I mean, do I have agency in this moment, or is my body on autopilot?
It seems like you have general agency.
So the dwarf is saying we have to go, and I'm seeing the familiar horned figure fighting something. What are they fighting?
It's a little difficult to tell at this area. As you're looking, the way that this area looks is the beach side comes down from almost not quite a cliff, but like a hill. Mm-hmm. So you see him at the top. I don't know what you're saying, but I would love to hear it.
Gremlin mode activated.
Yeah. Oh, only for you. Got it. But you do see swinging, fighting. It's kind of hard to tell, again, with the blood red sky.
Mhm.
Everything is really silhouetted. The only reason you recognize this person so well is you fought beside them every day for the past couple of months.
Yeah. So it's like I think if I got agency to speak, and where would you have us go? Huh?
They need us. You're just gonna turn your back on your fellow companions. What would Vontis think?
Vontis is gone.
She might be gone, but I'm here, you're here. Kazimir's up there. Bastian is on his way. We have to stop him.
What have you done? Everything we've tried. Nothing is working. Nothing.
If you give up, fine. Die here like the rest of them. But you won't see me fall so quickly. And he begins to run up the hill.
What the fuck? So it's those two figures. Do I see anybody else, or is it like?
You do see up at the top there are more figures that seem to be fighting besides Kazimir, but there's nothing that you can immediately make out.
Oh, fuck. Ah, man.
You're a little far away.
I'm a little far away. I'm not a dexterous boy, even now.
This bitch has a godly amount of perception, and he can't see a few figures. in
We're
the distance.
different people.
Make a roll, I guess.
I'll make a roll. I'll make a roll. Fuck, I don't know, man. Shit.
There's
Roll.
also war, so roll with disadvantage.
Disadvantage roll. I don't know what I'm adding. It's my perception?
Yeah, add yours.
My normal perception?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? That's not that number at all. Perception. 19.
You see people up there. Can't quite make them out. Again, it's mostly silhouetted.
Mhm.
However, you do see up at the top of the hill,
Mhm.
where there is an ending to the crimson sky, there are circling clouds that are beginning to form.
Big old funnels.
Not quite funnels, but rather clouds that are being pulled together,
Ooh.
like in a spiral. They don't seem to be coming down directly anywhere, but they are centering.
Okay. Fucking goddamn it. And you said personally that this looks like that when we were first talking about getting prophetic dreams. This was a sight that I saw.
That is what you saw.
I'm here in the moment.
Yes.
Oh man.
This is what you saw.
This is what I saw exactly. Fuck. Oh, Serenity, you done it again. Shit. I think after contemplating, looking back and forth, Ragna has mainly just been trying to focus in on every detail until like he just can't hold back anymore, and he just runs towards. I guess I have my sword on my back. I would.
You do. You have your sword on your back.
And it's probably the old version, the non-transformed version.
You do not have any. If you pull it out to look at it as you're running, you do not have any magical metal on it.
Gotcha.
However, it does seem to be enhanced in a different way.
Ooh.
You do see that carved into it. There is some like magical. It's really hard to tell the color because everything has a red overtone to it.
Mm-hmm.
But there is this like magic kind of like blustering out of some runes.
Gotcha.
Inside of it, so it has properties, but they're vaguely different.
Gotcha. And he's just like, Ragna doesn't know what the fuck's happening. He has no context. When he speaks, it's not what he would say, and he lets out a roar. I don't have my paper towel though, so I can't do the roar. Oh no!
It's okay. No, it's fine. I got you.
And he's just like running up the hill.
With your perception, I would also state you feel different. Not only are you harmed by war, but your body feels physically different to run it. It takes a moment for you to get up to speed. You feel lumbering, bigger. Like this. Like add another like half of you to the size.
Good lord.
It takes a second for you to regain balance, but eventually you begin to make it up the hill.
If I'm this big, how big is Kaj?
You see Kazimir, who appears to be as you get to the top of the hill and you let out a roar, you do see some of these figures that you can make out a bit better at this point, which all appear to be there's a range of different people, but they range anywhere from humans to elves to halflings, everything like that. They seem all relative to size. Kazimir is relative to his size as well. As you let out a roar, you see a number of them back up. Some take off completely. Kazimir looks over to you. He looks completely different.
Pray tell how?
Oh, pray tell. Yeah, pray tell, you say.
Pray tell.
You see the scar on his chest is no longer just on his chest, and it has expanded to every vein in his body. And now his eyes shine with the same glow. Rather than having irises and pupils, they just give off the same rainbow glow. His body is covered in scars. And you see that he is physically missing a few fingers on his left hand. Doesn't seem to be stopping him.
What the fuck?
His tail is also, it seems to be chopped.
Oh fuck!
And is now, it seems that it's kept bandaged. However, it doesn't seem to be a quite new wound, as he doesn't react to it.
My boy, no.
His horns are a bit chipped as well.
Does he have a septum ring?
Ooh,
He has a septum, and you see it has a chain that connects down to almost a choker-like collar on his neck.
Hot.
Kinky bastard.
Kinky bitch.
Kinky bitch.
I do want you to... Oh, never mind. I'm going to give it to you, as you're looking for all the differences. You see that he has an earring, and it seems to be a coin. It looks like it was... Did Kazimir ever show the coin of Apollo to anyone?
Nope.
Never mind. It's a coin that seems to have a huge center of it missing from some kind of like dart or magic.
What the fuck?
Like he seems to wear it on one of his ears.
Oh shit.
And he is just blistering through many people. His rage has become the better of him at this point. Trampling, not stopping. And he looks at you, just flares his nostrils. Nods towards the cycling clouds. You also see another familiar face.
Who is it? Who is it? Who could it be?
First, they appear as a swift darkness jumping through the battlefield. You see this figure bouncing through. The most easy way that you can actually obtain where they are is the bodies that follow in suit. Or that fall in suit, I should apologize. They just seem to fall. And finally, you see them pause as they come back from behind Kazimir, stopping and coming towards you. You see a very familiar redhead. But at this point, as they pull down their hood, the blackness from the tattoo has gone up onto their face, and the scales are heavy. You see that they have 2 black wings coming from behind them. 2 black wings coming from behind them, and their mouth just almost like the breath just falls out of them. You see this necrotic star stream of like this heavy incense smoke come from their mouth. And you see that they are no longer using daggers, as both of their hands are dragon hands. They look to you. Don't say much. Their hair is now cut much shorter. And more, seems to be more, just out of necessity, just cut. A little jagged. And then they just nod and go, "He's waiting. Let's go." And the dwarf.
Can I ask who we've been fighting? Who, like, what is it we're fighting? Or they've been fighting?
You don't see it.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't. Doesn't he?
You don't see it.
Oh no.
You just have been seeing
faceless figures.
You've been seeing hordes of people.
People. What the fuck? Oh.
I will give you one moment to do one more perception check for me.
Cool. I'm gonna guess with disadvantage.
No. As in not with disadvantage.
I know you did. I know you said that.
What'd you get? Did you get 1?
No, I got a 2.
No, that's terrible for you.
I'm so mad.
I'll let you make another one as you're running.
Yay!
But you all begin to take off.
I think as they go, and they say he's waiting. I think Ragna just goes. We can say his fucking name.
I'd prefer not to. Damn it. And Milena looks like she's spitting out the answer.
Ooh. I tried, guys. I tried. We fucking. I think Ragna's like, fuck, god damn it. And the inside, he's like, these nods, and these 3 dark versions of ourselves, darker versions of ourselves, make our way to the big.
You're running.
As I'm running. That's much better if I'm allowed to give a check.
Yeah. I'll even let you use your passive at this point if it's better.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay.
Yeah, better.
Just because you saw so much before, just like overwhelming. There was so much new information. You didn't quite catch everything. But Kazimir leads the charge, just wiping out a block of people for you two. Honestly, he's trampling over people. Milena is trampling over people. Your body, which you feel like you have some agency in, gives no disregard for those on the ground. Struggling, not struggling, you just go. Sword in hand, you're able to just kind of slash through people who begin to come up at you. You do now realize every single person has a yellow X in their eyes.
Ah, fuck! It's back, bitches. It's back. Wait, do we have them or do
Everyone you're fighting.
everyone we're fighting does? Okay, it's back, bitches. Oh shit.
You begin to hear as you near this area. You meet up with the dwarf once more, who has been coming in double flails and kicking ass on his own side. Seems to come up to you, and he's like, "Glad to see you join us."
If we're going to die, we might as well do it together. Fuck.
And he just kind of grabs both his flails into one hand, puts a hand up to you like this as you're running.
I need to know. I need this guy's name, but I can't ask him now.
You don't remember me, bitch? No. And he continues running with all of you. As you come closer to the center of circling clouds, you begin to hear a language that I don't think you speak. Would you mind telling me what languages you speak?
I speak Common, Dwarvish, Giant, and Leonin.
Nope. You hear a voice that sounds like two voices. You hear this more... The only way I can signify it is like angelic singing.
Ooh, hey.
That's the first thing you hear, and it's this beautiful language that haunts your ears. As under it, this undertone of this heavy, guttural, another language you've never heard, follows through two different languages. They seem to have some origins that are similar, but they are conflicting. But the voice seems to be coming from one person. And you run up to an area that those with X's in their eyes do not dare to draw near. And as you get to a certain point, closer, and it begins to go up a hill, everyone chasing you stops and backs up before turning and running back to whoever they can find. And you see a human-looking man with this golden hair, long locks, slightly waved. Someone you don't recognize.
What? What's going on?
Someone you don't recognize. His eyes are completely golden. He has a very strong nose, strong jaw, but you also see that he has some marking right here, like a birthmark. That's darker. He's very broad in figure, strong, slight freckling as you get closer. And you see him, he's pointing to a figure that has their back turned to you. And you see this overlooming presence surrounding them, almost like it's their shadow that they've borrowed from someone else. And there is something that just appears in their hand. It looks like this long golden sword that becomes a part of their hand, which they then chop. And you see the figure in front of them fall back, tumble down the hill. Who I'm going to say falls to Kazimir first. Kazimir doesn't go to pick them up, but rather steps out of the way. Milena stops them with their foot. Get up. And you see as they lift themselves up, you see Bastian, who looks so much different than what he normally looked like. There was an air to
Wait,
nobility.
Bastian is blonde?
No.
Oh.
That's the person that was struck by the blonde person.
Okay.
Yeah, he fell back. Now you can see the person who's fallen back. There was an air to nobility that he had before. Multiply it. He wears purple robes, gems everywhere. He looks like a king who has come out into battle. His hair is matte down with blood. And his beautiful face that he's had, you can see that it's stricken by these big claw marks that look similar to the claws of someone you know.
You take that back right now, bitch.
No.
You take that back right now.
Make me, bitch. Make me.
Hey, just for brevity's sake, I'm gonna look over it. I'm gonna guess dragon claws of some nature. Hand sized. Oh no. Oh no.
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 They look more bird.
Very dragon sized?
Xerxes size?
No, that's Xerxes!
Oh.
What the
What?
fuck happened? What the fuck?
And he gets up. He gets up and brushes himself off. And he looks over to Kazimir. I could have you killed, you know. And Kazimir just huffs, spits, keeps walking.
What the fuck?
Milena, oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just asking questions now because
No, you're good. Bring it.
Hey, fuck! Hey,
Milena just like stops him with her foot and just doesn't
Doesn't help
nothing?
him up. No, just stops him from falling with her foot.
Their
and then
love's not
continues.
here. There's no love here. Or
This
was
is-
or-
We all
this
hate
is
each
the
other.
worst timeline. This is the worst timeline.
This is the worst timeline.
This is the bad place.
Please.
This is hell.
I will ask: do we all look at each other with disdain?
It is not the same feeling that you have now. Even if there was something that had been built to have camaraderie, something probably, either it never was there to begin with or something broke it down.
Yeah. Fucking berserk Caesars. Oh shit.
Bastian stands up and brushes himself off, and he pulls out his tome, which is immaculate. Just as much riches as you could pour into this. But now that you're looking at him, all of these riches, they look old. It looks like he's almost keeping up a facade that he once had. And you see him flip through the pages and cast something as you feel a tear in the world under you. As you see this disjointed, mutated, just disgusting version of Xerxes crawl out. His color is no longer beautiful. His eyes are glossed over. And you see him just filled with this fury. He's much larger. And Bastian looks proud as he sends him out towards the figure. You hear this squeal come from Xerxes, who begins to run up. His tail now flaring out, you see, is covered in feathers that are just broken, worn, and then begin to burn. And he runs up the hill with no more than a couple of swipes. You hear a pained cry from Xerxes, who then begins to cascade down the opposite side of the hill. Does not disappear, but rather another hole is broken into the earth. A hand comes up, grabs Xerxes, pulls him down. You brought others. Very well. I can play with more than just you, Bastian Diamandis. And that is the voice that comes from above. With that voice that speaks in common, you hear the low... Well, actually, I apologize. You would know Abyssal. You would know the language of Tartarus. You understand him in 2 languages. You see many people are now using Abyssal as not a common language, but a shared language.
Can I get a good look at this figure that's talking to us?
Yeah, you can, yeah. So you see generally what you saw before. Is there anything that you're looking for particularly?
Iconography, distinguishing features,
An address.
An address, his IP address,
A symbol.
A symbol, dialect, X's and I's. Kaka, help me, guys. What else are we looking for?
I don't what ancestry are they?
What's their build? What's the most striking feature, would you say, on them?
Okay, so like I stated before, blonde, waved hair. That I would say goes past their shoulders and has been kind of cascading out. Fully gold eyes. Okay. They're freckled across the face. Seems to be human. In build. Broad, muscular. You see that the way they're dressed looks like they've been in prison their entire life. They turn their back and raise their hands up to the sky. And you begin to see lightning cascading around them, not on them, but around them. And you see whiplashes on their back. You see cuts on their arms, their hands, bruises that seem almost permanent at this point. They walk around with tattered pants, no shoes, no iconography. All that is really different, I would say, is their eyes and the shadow that they seem to be borrowing that is not theirs. And the scar that is on their cheek that seems to be a birthmark. Doesn't have any specific shape.
That's a crazy description. A shadow that's not theirs. What the fuck does that mean?
It looks borrowed, larger, different in build.
Like his body, and then you look at the shadow, and it's not the same person.
Yes.
That's insane. What the actual fuck? Serenity. How's everyone else looking at this figure? Like, how's the party looking at this individual?
Kazimir's looks like he's weighing the best way to walk into this. It's not. He's not looking at anything directly, but rather than what's gonna get me the least killed when I go up there to beat his ass.
Right. But he's got fucking many scars, many more like electrical looking scars, like blast marks, like he got hit with more rainbow lightning.
It looks like it's gone through his entire body.
Good lord. And he's got the nose ring and a choker.
Yeah, it connects.
Ooh,
to
that's
it,
gonna be
though.
fun to talk about. Ooh. And then Milena is full, like half. Milena is half a dragon at this point.
Pretty much, yes.
Cool. And Bastian looks like an old lord. He looks like an old lord, but it also looks like it's a facade. What would you say? And I'm here.
And his beautiful face. I mean, it's still generally what he looks like. But
how is he scarred? It's like
it looks like if Xerxes, maybe a slightly larger size went like this, attacked him
right
across the face.
Oof. Yowza. Okay. And then there's this figure raising his hands up, facing us, hands up, lightning around them, not on them.
Yeah, not hitting them at all. The monster created from Xerxes was quickly taken care of and then removed.
Gotcha.
The dwarf seems to be looking at you. Goes, well, if you get there first, tell Vontus I said hi.
Just gripping the sword, and I think his body, he loses agency in his body. I think, and this is like the moment where like his body starts to go on autopilot as he just runs towards the figure, and all the while, Ragna, younger, is Ragna, parentheses younger, is looking at every detail he can to just be able to describe it, draw it, fucking use a magic item to replicate him, anything, everything, just trying to get every detail he can about everybody, and as they run towards him, essentially.
He, as you lose agency of your body, you were the first to run. You absolutely realize that Ragna in this state would be the absolute first one to just run in mindlessly. The sword drags along the ground as you hear this crackling magic begin to build. From behind you hear some arguing as Bastian begins to... It seems like he tries to take hold of the situation, telling everyone what to do, trying to give ideas. Kazimir doesn't listen. He begins to run on, not quite side by side, but off to the side. And it's mainly Milena who's yelling at him, telling him to take care of his own business. And you hear as wings take off, and Milena soars over you two. You begin to hear another crashing, pulling of the earth as you turn your head to hear what's happening. You see this magic that seems to almost be taking the life out of Bastian as he's summoning something so large from behind him. Gigantic in size. Pulling themselves up. You see, maybe they were once a god, but you can't really tell anymore. All you see is just the golden blood coming from wounds in their body that's broken and disheveled. And they're pulling themselves up as Bastian begins to give directions on what to do. You can't really tell who they were. Gender is no longer seen, as they're mainly skin, blood, and bones. As you turned it back to check on your sword, the crackling has now gone up to your hands and your elbow. You can feel the magic almost tightening itself onto you, so the sword doesn't leave your hand. But it also feels that it's digging into your hand, becoming one with your body. As you can feel your blood begin to pulse, and the magic, that light, become more deep red as you're putting yourself into this sword. Looking over, you see Kazimir, who at this point seems to be growing larger. His muscles are bulging as his anger begins to come out more. And he almost even begins to run on all 4 limbs to gain speed. Milena, circling above, pulls out a familiar-looking dagger that she seems to use. It looks like the one that her mother gave her. And she evades lightning bolts to get above this person. You see her begin to just nosedive directly to this figure with the blonde hair. The dwarf, with both flails, begins to run up beside you as well. Both of them twirling, having this almost like this kinetic energy with each other that they seem to work in tandem. And you all prepare to just attack at once. The figure smiles. Snap. Ragna, you wake up, laying down in a bed, covered in a cold sweat, back in Siathan. Your correct eye opens. Bastian is now at a different bed.
Mm-hmm.
Sweating just as profusely. Laying down, looking clammy and sick.
Mm-hmm. He looks like he's been awake longer than I have, or
Maybe.
he just woke up.
It's kind of hard to tell.
Gotcha. I feel like with that experience, like Ragna wakes up and his eyes just shooting every which direction, can't focus on one thing for too long, and then he immediately just sees. I'm guessing Bastian just has papers on a desk, just around. I'm gonna use some of his. I'm just gonna just take the paper and the pen, and as long as do I still remember what happened? Do I remember the details?
I will let you make history checks.
Can I just say, mad props to Serenity, because every time we have a vision, I'm like, damn, that was fucked. Surely it can't get any worse than that, right?
Surely it can.
And then the next vision happens, and lo and behold, it got fucking worse.
It's so much worse.
But,
Kazimir,
safe to say, knocking on wood, I will probably eat these words later, that Jesus Christ, I think that was the worst one.
Oh, we still haven't.
I mean,
seen
that's from the timeline that Echo is from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That has to be the worst.
That has to be the worst thing that we'll ever see in a vision.
You guys forget Ragna / Echo has been to Tartarus. Ragna,
But that would be
Here,
many
post
people
this,
have.
right?
Hey,
Many people.
roll.
16. I got a 16 total for history.
Roll I just roll a D100 for me.
D100.
Is Serenity seeing to see if you actually see Tartarus?
Because we
Also, the fact that Kazimir like just gorilla runs at some point, terrifying.
terrifying. A Minotaur man,
Terrifying.
gorilla running, terrifying.
I'm gonna roll some dice on my side too. See how close we get. What'd you roll?
53.
You just haven't been in Tartarus.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Tartarus was brought up to
Brought up
Gaian.
to
You were in
Gaian.
Tartarus. When the world was Tartarus at that
The
point.
world was Tartarus at that point. Ragna is just whatever he can't draw, he's writing down next to it. Like how he had the diagrams of muscle groups for Node for how to make legs and stuff. That's if Ragna can't draw the feature perfectly, he just writes the feature down next to
I'm
it.
gonna say you can get down the differences in your in you and your friends' body types.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the changes, I'm gonna say that you can get 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say you remember the vision part of the war. Not a problem.
Right.
I'm going to say as well that you remember everyone you fought having X's in their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
However, the person that you were fighting, you didn't get all the details. You don't remember quite everything.
Mm-hmm.
It begins to make your heart race as you think about them.
Right.
I will say what you can remember of them is the shadow that did not match their own.
Mm-hmm.
Blonde hair. And some birthmark on their body.
On their body, not
Just somewhere here. Like
Distinctive.
that from shoulders up, you just remember there was a distinctive birthmark.
Gotcha. All right, so let Christian write this down. Oh.
But there's not a specific shape that you remember.
Got it. It's like a, but it's
noticeable.
A birthmark. Like there's no.
It is a notable birthmark.
Gotcha. So a fucking shadow that's not theirs. That is the craziest shit. I'm gonna keep ragging on that one. That's fucking insane. What the fuck does that mean? It's that they stole. Not theirs. Little birthmark. Blonde.
How do you steal a shadow?
I steal a shadow. What does that mean?
That would be a great question for Redacted.
Redacted. It's a birthmark, blonde hair. Do I remember the clothing they were wearing? The rag, like they'd been in prison for far too long.
Just because of everything else and all the other information you got, not to a T.
Not to a T.
But clothing changes so rapidly that it's
right.
That's just something that you're like, eh.
Okay. I'm gonna put older than them clothes. That's what I'll put. And I have everything that's different about us written down.
Yeah, literally everything that, like, maybe not the small things, but the big memorable things about everyone. Yeah, 100%. You would know that about your friends.
Gotcha. Nothing different about us. Fucking Ragna's where we're gonna draw those in detail later. Because fuck. Wow, fucking that's. And I think Ragna's just been like feverishly writing stuff down to like just it's not becoming scrawls, but it's becoming like abbreviations of letters and numbers and things like that. Like it's becoming so like only a blacksmith could read them, kind of like language, almost like thieves can't for blacksmiths. And he's just like it's dripping sweat. He's like fucking like that scene from Airplane where like guys like covered in sweat. Just like and then he finally looks over to Bastian.
Bastian is hang on.
I'm out.
I'm dying.
Don't you die on us, Serenity.
Oh,
Not after that
no.
shit. Not after that shit, Serenity. While Serenity goes to die, I guess. Gang, how are we feeling about what we saw?
It's fucked
Horrendous.
up.
Awful. Terrible.
Side-eye.
I want to burn that timeline to the ground. It doesn't exist
I
anymore.
mean, that technically
I'm
does
not
anyway.
sure there is a worse timeline. It's just
Literally, it is. I would bet Caleo's life on it that is the worst timeline.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, now we can see why Echo was so twisted when he debuted in that fight. Yeah, shit's fucked. Shit is fucked. Ooh, what interesting conversations to have with Kazimir specifically. Ooh.
I don't know what's worse. The septum ring that is now a choker, or the fact that Melina
Wait, can I make it worse?
was not a...
Make it worse,
No,
make it worse.
no, you're not allowed to. You're not legit. Fuck off, Andre. Fuck off.
The choker is a yoke.
Cannon.
Yay!
Wow.
I'm contributing.
You're making the pain worse.
I'm contributing. Shut the fuck up.
You can make your character worse. You just have to believe.
I mean, goddamn.
I was so scared that the claw marks on Bastian's face were from Melina. That is
That's what I
why I got terrified.
I went from Elena to Enigma, and then they went Xerxes, and I was like, that's even worse. And then they were like, fucking, they're a mutant peacock that's not beautiful. I'm
Like a
fuck.
demon peacock
A
monster,
summoner.
like
I hate
Resident
that.
Evil fuck. Like,
Mhm.
Jesus.
Hate it.
Anyway, Bastian
Anyway.
is in a timeout right now. You see him, he just
Passed out.
passed out.
He looks worse than every time we've seen him do this, essentially.
Yeah, it looks like not only mentally and magically is he drained, emotionally,
Mm-hmm.
nap.
Yeah.
Like he has no choice. Nap.
I think like he's still in bed. He's still in his bed.
Yeah, and he's breathing. He seems to be fine. It's just his body has told him he needs to stop.
Mm-hmm. Who wants to come and interrupt this shit?
I will.
Hello, it's me. Is everything okay?
Me, I'm Kazimir.
It's come here, give me a hug.
He's got bread in his mouth and his hands like a fucking schoolgirl.
I'm late for school.
I have to get to first period.
Someone draw Kazimir in a schoolgirl outfit immediately, late with toast in his mouth.
With toast in his mouth. It's better than the
Wait,
alternative drawing
I
of
can do
evil
that.
Kaj.
I cannot remember what Caleo was doing last episode, so he's just around.
Well, after he passed off the ball of meat that is
Oh
Lowdown.
yeah, this is the is that this night or the next morning?
God, it's been like a month.
Well, we were doing it at night.
We
doing
were-
it at night.
we
So it might have been
were-
last night.
Shuffling No Day on to everyone before everyone went to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got that idea. I immediately went to Bastian and went like, "Hey, I have an idea."
Oh, yeah. You did that with Bastian. Node was with you because Node
Mhm.
went to go see Bastian.
Yes.
I think Node would have noticed something happening,
Mm.
and the
Node
door
would.
is creaked open. Kazimir, you hear a weird knock at your door. It sounds like a ball is being thrown at the door.
Kazimir will open the door, usedly.
There's a little ball of Node.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
They're acting weird.
Who?
Ragna and Bastian.
Immediately heads towards the doors.
Wait, take me with you.
Like, just swings open the door.
You
Looks
see Ragna feverishly writing, dripping sweat, just like matted mane like to his head and like to his body from the amount of sweat. And Bastian is sickly taking a nap.
What's wrong?
I don't even think Ragna registers that. Ragna doesn't even register that Kaj is in the fucking room. He's so like focused in on details, on getting every detail written down of everything and anything he saw, that like he's just murmuring to himself and just writing to get the information down. But like if Kaj were to like see him from the side, he would see, when cats know there's danger, that eye slit, hair raised.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, I forgot. I need to have you do something because I'm the worst.
Oh.
I'm the worst. I'm so sorry.
Is it me? Am I the one?
Is it me, Jesus?
Is it me, Jesus?
Well,
no, depth.
Oh.
High or low?
A fucking high or low roll. I can't.
Middle.
That would only work if it hits only 50. Are you sure?
Yeah.
What
Does that mean? If it's
Middle?
closer to 50 than it is 0 or 100?
What the?
Okay. So like from
So you-
25
so you
to
ha-
75?
You have like 33 to 66.
Middle.
Middle.
Okay.
What the fuck does that mean if it's not?
Well,
Whose
I
life
can't
is in
believe
danger
that
if
worked.
it's not?
I can't believe that worked.
It
it
didn't
was
work.
a 54. I had no look. You don't know what you're rolling
That's a
for.
win.
Your anger against me is warranted.
What's happening? What's going on?
Ragna,
Yeah, what's up?
as you're writing,
Yeah.
there's one thing that you do seem to remember. You're seeing people with X's in their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to see if there's anything else you remember from that crowd. You do recognize one person who had X's in their eyes.
Shut up. Oh no. Who?
They're next door. You see Caleo was in there fighting against you with X's in their eyes.
What the fuck?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry, I forgot to add your new character. I needed to make sure you felt seen. I wanted to make I was wanting to see if he remembered
I
it or
just
not.
automatically assumed Caleo wasn't gonna be in it because like I didn't
Oh,
recognize
no.
him. So I was like,
No,
yeah, no,
Caleo.
that's cool. That makes sense.
No, Caleo's there. I forgot. I'm sick. Leave me alone.
I'm sick.
He had. What else? What else?
X's in his eyes.
He was, oh boy, showing revenge. He was killing people. He never fought the people as they ran through, but was definitely making headway for people who were against those with X's in their eyes. Anyway,
I think if that revelate a ton of knowledge, I think with like, that flash, Ragna finally stops writing and he just like,
Ragna, what's wrong?
Is he gonna fucking kick my door down now?
just like kick the door down, like look at your skull, like peel your eye, like, show me. Like Ragna, you can tell Ragna is trying to speak. Ragna is trying to find the right words to start with, but it's like when you first met him, and there were too many words trying to come out at once when he was curious about something about you, about what he'd seen, about what he'd done. We hit the reset button on Ragna's behavior right now.
We're back to trauma, Ragna.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Kazimir will like slowly approach and just like put a hand on your shoulder and say like, "You're here. It's all right."
Like, if you look down, you'll see the notes, the drawings. You'll see your name. You'll see Kaj. We'll see. He'll say, like, full champion, fully embraced heiress. He'll say, nose ring choker, earring, Apollo, question mark, question mark, question mark. He'll see the descriptions of the party as he saw them fully, and then he'll say Caleo had X's is the last thing he wrote down. But he's just like we saw experience. We went into Echo's thoughts, his memories. I saw. I think I saw the end.
Which end?
The end.
Oh, like the apocalypse?
Tartarus on Gaian.
That I think that would constitute.
The end of us.
So we were there. Kind of looks through the notes, just kind of like speed reading at like just what Ragna scrawled, whatever he can make out. We did not like each other, did we?
I don't think we were friends. I would barely call us colleagues. Means to an end, perhaps. Or worse, we were friends. And then we weren't.
So these were Echo's memories?
This is the timeline he lived in.
Looks like I was barreling towards it.
And like when you say that, there's the entire time there's been just genuine fear. Like you're looking at a kid who's realizing, like, it's finally clicking that, oh, this is a kid who's now being pushed into a war.
Yeah.
And Kazimir will definitely see almost like that realization, or have that realization really, on both their faces.
Kaj like clocks that glance and like sets all the notes aside. Just like kneels down so that they can look eye to eye, not down, eye to eye. Ragna, look at me.
And it's just that pin of an iris.
We're not there. You're here with me. This Kazimir. That was a memory, a dream of another life. One that, for better or worse, is gone. We can't do that in this one. It's not real.
But it will be. Maybe not all of it, but he points. He like slams his clawed hand, like a clawed finger, on the one. The man with the stolen shadow. He is real. He is the end.
Now we know. That little bit more. But we don't need to do anything right now. Right now I need you to breathe.
And like, you do realize he's like, he's almost strangling himself with his words.
Mm-hmm.
He's been just like bare. Come on, Death. Come on, get your head out of the ass.
This isn't fucking AO3. Get that shit out of here.
Get out of here.
As the poor Leonin struggled with his words, the large hand of the Minotaur caressed his cheek, making sure that he was safe and at home with him. The keys.
The keys.
Can you imagine that written down? The keys.
And the keys.
Keess.
I think Ragna just lets out just a lion's growl of a breath out. It's sharp, harsh, like it hurts to do. And he's like trying his best not to fuck with any of the papers that are underneath him. We've already made many differences. I think this war between Sayathin and Meranid, this battle between those with X's and those with not, those are all connected. When I first started getting visions and messages from Hephaestus, one of the very first ones I saw was a destroyed beach, a war zone of a beach. I didn't understand it. Just thought it was weird additions to the other messages Hephaestus sent me. And then I talked to Hephaestus about it. He said he didn't know. Now I know what it's from. From that timeline. It's the first instance of me experiencing myself, experiencing Echo. I was on the shores of Marinid.
Yep, it was Serenity. As you could tell, because both sides of them were coming the opposite direction, and there weren't any direct walls on the shore you were on.
You were in Meranid. Silent ships coming in. Blood everywhere.
So we should. So it's. Forgive me, I'm still trying to wrap my head around them being connected.
I don't. Man, like, Ragna looks down at the paper again, sees Caleo X's.
I think Kashmir's just gonna follow your eye.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily surprised by that either. I don't like it.
It's just another difference. Maybe being a champion means you're protected. Maybe in that timeline they never met up with their lady. I mean, you
Was
No.
Caleo wearing like his cleric gear in the vision?
I don't know.
Bitch.
I rolled middle. You rolled middle. We don't know.
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. They were far away.
mm,
I would say it didn't look specifically the same.
I'd imagine not. I think Ragna's just like maybe being a champion protected us. I don't know, but I know. So you definitely you didn't speak. And grunted and roared and piercing kind of grew and connected to I believe it's a yoke kind of necklace.
I'd like to note this is a pain that they themselves asked for. I still feel awful for it, but this is a pain that they had suggested.
This is
Yeah.
this is the homebrew they asked
Oof.
for. At least a small detail I know this was there was you had an earring, a coin, right? The coin. I think was it the one I made him, or was it just another?
No, it looks like it was like a larger medallion.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that you haven't seen,
Gotcha.
but it like a medallion. It looks like it has like it was like printed like a coin,
Mhm.
but it had such a large hole in it that it was hard to really tell what it was mainly used for.
It's but it definitely had like Apollo iconography on it, or
Since you
adjacent.
haven't seen it before, it'd be really hard to tell.
It's just a really large coin.
It's like
Cool.
it's like a large medallion
Yeah.
Mhm.
coin.
But it's attached to
So
his ear.
yeah, that he made into an earring that had a large burnt mark through it.
But besides the Edis stuff, you had this. Like I'd call it a medallion for you. Kind of burnt, attached to your ear. Kind of. I don't know what that was, but it struck me, so I say it now.
Was it gold? This size.
About, yeah.
That is. That was Janelle's.
What a monster. What a villain.
What are you
I would like. This is my official resignation of trying to be a theologian. I would
No,
be
I don't
playing,
accept it.
in
Put
this
it back,
game.
bitch. I don't
Okay.
take it. I don't take it.
Let me go!
That's enough slices.
That's enough trauma.
No tragedy.
That could not have been good.
No, I imagine. No.
What of the others? You know what? We can talk about this later.
I would appreciate that, yeah. We should get ready for singles.
You should get some water.
I gotta write a few more things down before I forget them. And I'll yeah.
Kaj will stand next to you while you write the last things down. So that you don't get fixated on it again.
I think he just writes down. He writes about the dwarf. He writes that everyone pretty much was a lot. The people there were speaking Abyssal, like it was the hot new language. He'll note that he understood it. He'll write down. He'll do like a mock-up of the design of the sword, and the markings, and if I'm allowed to remember the glyphs used.
I would probably say you don't remember the exact glyphs.
Mm-hmm.
However, the general wear of it, and the fact that it drew blood from you.
Yeah,
I could say that you could do that.
I would like to note that the sword took blood from me, and
charged up as you dragged it, which is cool.
charged up as I dragged. That's the cool. I'm cool. Drag.
Question mark.
Bad.
Implements? Question mark.
Life energy drain.
Worth it? Question mark.
Worth it?
Sick as hell.
Sick as fuck, dude. Bruh.
Talk to Hephaestus.
Talk to Hephaestus about this magic. And I think he's just like, he writes basically until the pen stops having ink in it or ink on it. Like, lets it just drop out of his hand.
Come on.
Make sure Bastian's nice and tidy in the bed.
I mean, Bastian's like
A little tuck-in.
Bastian's like sleeping, but like sweating, right?
Yeah, it looks like this is like an overworked, pass out. Where they just need some time to rest. They don't seem to have anything wrong. If I was going to put this in any terms, I would put this as close to to exhaustion levels without the implication of exhaustion.
Gotcha. Kaj will just take the side of the blanket and just wipe his forehead.
Simba.
It is time.
And it is time. Trauma. Sorry.
And there's just Bastian's what?
And I think we just I had to clean up and then get downstairs. I don't fucking. Ragna looks fucking phased. He's pretty much out of it for it.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
Kaj is gonna swing by Caleo. See if Caleo's out.
Is this the same night or morning?
This is morning.
Morning? Oh yeah, no. Cleo's up with the sun. like a disturbed person.
Like a morning person?
Yeah, I fucking hate morning people, but Caleo is unfortunately one of them.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah, I already did.
Okay.
Good morning.
You probably find him downstairs already, kind of halfway through breakfast.
You probably would have seen Kosh storm into Ragna's real quick.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, unless is it like a down the hall situation or an upstairs situation for our rooms?
Across the hall.
Okay, yeah. Probably would have just been like eating my beans and just
Beans? For
Beans?
breakfast?
yeah,
Beans for breakfast?
yeah, like beans on toast.
We don't do that here.
Disgusting inheritance from the British. Continue.
Disgusting inheritance from the French.
We don't do that here.
Fine then, just like porridge.
We don't
Oatmeal.
do that
We
either.
don't do that here.
Oatmeal, we
continue.
do oatmeal.
That's
This is
not
like
your
an
porridge.
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal's a thing.
Oatmeal. He's eating oatmeal.
Just plain oatmeal, no like.
Just
No, no,
with
cinnamon.
honey and fruit in it. It's one of
Okay.
those big girl breakfasts.
Cool.
You can listen.
You may
You can
pass.
you can have beans on toast if you want to. I'm just letting you know I will judge you for it.
Just eating oatmeal with fruit and honey and just
You still have baked goods that you
yeah, with like a little croissant on the side with a little bit of butter and his little cup of tea.
in front of the fireplace, or are you at? in
Yeah,
the room?
just
Okay.
sit. Actually, you know what? He's sitting cross-legged in front of the fireplace with his little plate and cup, just eating. There we go. Just. Hi,
Cold?
gosh. Huh?
Are you cold?
Cold? No, I'm sitting right in front of the fireplace.
Got you there.
Are you cold? Would you like a blanket?
No, I'm fine. Are you participating in singles today?
I think I am. Yes.
Okay.
An otherworldly being just told me yes, so.
The fire just says yes.
Okay.
How was your sleep? Did you sleep well?
One moment.
Sleep well check.
Gotta do
Middle.
a check.
Fucking middle.
You can't say middle. forever.
Middle.
I'm gonna.
I will say middle now forever.
You know what? That doesn't work anymore. Now I'm gonna say high, low, no middle.
Where the hell is my dice bag for this? Jesus.
Well, what do you count 10 as? What would 50 be?
So the way I'm gonna do high, if I ever do middle again,
Mhm.
1 to 25 is low.
Gotcha.
Then there's 26 to 20. Huh, I'm sorry.
So it would be 0 to 25. 25 to 70, or 26 to 75 would be middle
Yes, and then 76
through 100.
to 100 would be outside of the middle.
Beat that.
So we could do high,
Hot
middle.
Wheels,
or-
beat that.
So we could do high, low, middle, end.
I'm never doing it again.
Okay,
Hot
great.
Wheels reference step. Really?
Is this the
said it
90s?
first.
I'm back. Let's go.
Back
Depth.
streets back. Yes.
High or low?
Or middle.
Middle.
No.
You have to pick high or low. It's about my sleep, God damn it! It's not that serious.
Hi.
Gosh, that's alright.
What happened to your accent?
That was me out of character. The fuck?
Then why did
Guys-
you say I slept alright?
What is from the third person like a Neanderthal?
You said I slept
You said
alright.
I said all right.
Did I say I? Fuck.
Yeah.
You did.
Character bleed.
So I love this idea that Caleo can see into the fourth wall.
That's why we register him as dumb, because we're like, that shit doesn't exist for us.
Yeah.
Like some kind of what are they called? The fucking Malkavian?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
You're just a goddamn Malkavian, which are my favorite, by the way.
Good for you.
I slept fine, I guess. I'm stressed for today. I might die.
I have some chamomile tea if you would like some.
Sure.
For some for Kazimir. Would you like to sit? You look a little bit uncomfortable, slouched.
I'm okay. Just like sets it back down. Just want to let you know that Ragna and Bastian had a rough night last night. So just be patient with them.
Are they okay? Do they need any healing or?
Not healing, it's just intense dream, maybe nightmare. Just a little rattled is all. So just be cautious.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's more common than you'd imagine. Comes with the gig, I guess.
I haven't experienced any rattling dreams.
Oh, that's good.
I just stay asleep when I dream. Thank you for the raid!
Thanks for the raid.
Thanks for the raid. You missed awful things.
Bad.
You missed
Worst, literal worst timeline stuff.
You
We
missed-
literally saw the worst timeline.
Yeah. So enjoy those VODs.
So will it be just you and I going to the singles then? Oh.
I don't know if Ragna's coming. I think he is registered. Bastian, I don't remember if he's still doing it either. Caleo, I do want to tell you, I may die today.
Oh! Maybe not. And we'll, like, reach over to, I guess he doesn't have a book or anything like that. We'll just, like, bring out some herbs and, like, look up. I assume that sitting down in Caleo is, like, at Kazimir's knee.
Maybe Shin.
Maybe Shin.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'll come up to you. Hang on. And we'll, like, stand up and dust himself off.
Are you like, I think Kazimir can tell even just by, like, that little bit. He's like, no. Please don't.
You don't? It's just a little spell to help you out in the battle.
What specifically are you doing?
So, I actually haven't used the spell yet, so it would be very interesting to see if it actually works. But none of my spells have failed thus far. So it's a spell I essentially can give you a little bit of a bounce back should you fall. It's not much, but it's just a little think of it similarly as I imitate what orcs can do when they fall in battle. They kind of just bounce back up when you thought they would cock it, but... This is a grave cleric, y'all. As kind of my studies for my temple as being a grave cleric, I kind of have more intricacies with the process of death, so I have some spells that can stave it off. If not for a few more seconds.
I appreciate that, but I'd rather not.
You wish to die?
No, I don't.
Then why waste an opportunity to live?
I do not wish to cheat death.
It is not cheating. It is helping. Protecting. Surely you know plenty about protection, Kazimir.
Would be surprised. Most of me is unprotected in battle.
I don't mean you. You have protected people, yes? You
Yes.
take hits for people in battle. Let my magic take a hit for you.
What?
You take hits for people in battle, do you not? You stand in the way of hits that would fell your more vulnerable allies, Bastian, and that woman I saw leaving earlier. I assume you have taken hits for them before.
Yes.
And Ragna, or maybe even the other two, have taken hits for you in battle?
I don't know.
I would assume so. That isn't cheating death, that is working together. That is saving each other, protecting each other. Cheating death would be not letting someone rest. Kazimir, I have done many death rites. I am a grave cleric. People have asked me to cheat death. That is something I don't do. It's interesting that you think protection means cheating. Do you find yourself worth less than your allies? Your life is more expendable?
I know we only recently met. I would ask you to not dig so deep next time.
I did not mean to be so
That is okay.
forward.
You are very good.
I've just seen a lot of people throw away a lot in my lifetime. A lot of people beg for more when they could. I just don't want you to be one of those people, Kazimir. Sorry. Continue.
I don't know what will happen after today. If I live. I don't. So I'm simply preparing for the one that I see right now. That's all. Doesn't mean I will die. Just preparing for the worst.
Will you let me cast a spell on you then? Because it is technically preparing for the worst. I have a lot of little siblings, Kazimir. I know how to talk around people. Surely you understand.
If you insist.
I do. And we'll stand up on a chair so that you are height level and has, since talking, probably haven't noticed this, but he has continued preparing his spell.
Like a proper doctor. Doctor's orders over everybody.
Hippocratic oath is what they call it, right?
And has a little like mortar and pestle, has kind of crushed some herbs. This spell technically doesn't have material components, but I like the flavor of this anyway. And add some oil in, and will start kind of smudging symbols. He smudges a little symbol on your forehead, on your chest, both of your wrists, and your ankles. And starts chanting and kind of with kind of incense stick, starts tracing these symbols, and the smoke takes these forms of these symbols that they trace, and they kind of float towards the symbols that I've traced on Kazimir. And when the smoke kind of touches the herbal mixture, you feel this little burning sensation, kind of like dipping your finger in like hot wax, but it goes away almost instantly. And as you look, there's kind of this wave of kind of a glimmer of your body that's similar to kind of flickering of fire before your body just feels normal again, and it doesn't look like anything's changed. But when you drop to 0 hit points, you drop to 1. And then the spell ends, but that's it.
Okay.
That was some good. I liked the way you described that. That was.
Thank you.
No.
I've been thinking about it for a long while.
Good.
How am I gonna convince this Minotaur who doesn't feel like he has earned any love or respect? How am I gonna make this spell be cast on him? And how cool is it gonna be?
How cool is it gonna be? As they're having the conversation down there, can I try talking to Echo? Does Echo even respond?
What do you say?
Does Ragna even respond?
What do you say?
What would I say? I think. Ooh, that's
Hey,
a good
buddy.
question. Oh, I should have been thinking about this before that. Oh man, it just popped in my head. No, I'm not sure if I should have seen. I can see why, even if you couldn't tell me about it. Would you have told me if you could?
You feel yourself as you kind of just like blink. You're back into that kind of watercolor stasis. Looking at yourself. Physically as large as you had felt yourself being. Around that same height. 1.5 times your height. Shoulders kind of strained. Arms crossed. No.
I understand. But thank you for I don't know. I didn't see Bastian with me, so I don't know what he saw. Thank you for allowing us to see. It worked. It worked. So that's a thing. Hey, and confirmed a bunch of differences between you and me. Your word and mine. My friends and yours.
He's going to walk over to you. Tentatively at first. Moves his hand and then places a hand on your shoulder. You okay?
Ragna reciprocates. Hand on hand. And a kiss.
No! No!
And a kiss?
They're the same person!
No
Stop
self-sass.
it!
No
Self-love.
self-sass.
We've had this conversation many a time. and it's
Self-love.
Self-love is important.
Yeah.
How much
mm,
Onceler fan fiction did you fucking read?
That's that quote. That's the quote. Puts his hand on. He's like, he asks, "Are you okay?" And Ragna just goes, "Are you?"
I lived it. Doesn't really matter. You didn't have to experience it, but you did. Are you okay?
No, but now I understand the weight.
You're stupid, you know that, right?
I do. But even now that we have the answers to that, I don't have a name, but I have a face. Markings, wardrobe, better than nothing. But now, the question becomes how? How are we connected? Who connected us? What connected us?
That I know. I do want to let you know I've seen plenty of differences in your world versus mine. It may not be exactly the same as what you saw here. So keep your eyes open. My folly may not be yours. And my successes may not be your successes.
But we will succeed.
You see him kind of smirk to himself for a second. He just split. I've only gotten rid of one of my 9 lives. If you count as another, we still have 7 on the back end.
I dread to think about 8 of us crowding around the last one's mind.
Oh, God.
Think of the anxiety there. Ugh.
It was mainly.
Jeff, what the fuck? Hold on.
What are you doing?
Time out.
What are you doing?
Out. How fucking dare you?
8 Ragnas, 1 bed.
Time out. What the fuck? I just saw Death go, and they go,
That was in reference to 8 Ragnas, and I was like, damn, in a room with 8 Ragnas?
All of them are different kinds of emotional scars and trauma.
Ooh. Think of the drama.
Are they? Would they also be different? Nope, never mind. I'm gonna decide.
I want to hear it, but I don't.
Well,
You have to finish your sentence.
after. We'll put a pause on this. We'll kibosh it. And I think just Ragna is just like. Okay.
You should check on your friend, though.
What did they say?
Bastian. Hell if
We
I
got
know.
split up, so I don't know what happened.
My head is a goddamn hellhole. If they saw more than what you saw, I'd be worried.
They looked. They've gone and ventured into mines before, but it was very different.
Have they ever seen themselves?
I don't know. I don't think so.
The way they were. They're not gonna like it. You saw them.
I can't believe what I saw.
Power hungry. Money hungry. Hera did know better for them. I'm glad this version of Bastian at least listens. It's what you get when you have Titanus blood, I guess.
You really corrupted him.
Did you say Titans or Titaness blood?
Titans.
Titanus.
Oh, Titan.
Like it's like
It's an adjective.
of Titan origin, yes.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry what you said. I totally
I
forgot.
was like, it really corrupted them.
It did. They were long gone before I met them.
The same with Kosh.
No.
So that evolution happened over time.
I thought he was gonna go the same way. I'm glad your Kazimir's smarter than mine.
He seems eager to fail.
Means he still has humanity. Don't let that be his folly.
I'm trying.
You know how we like to read those stories? Heroes, damsels in distress. Someone who seems to be able to help the world with their own hands. Fuck, is it way more stressful than they ever make it ever seem. You're experiencing it firsthand.
At least you're a hero.
No. But you can. You can be one. What you saw wasn't a hero. You saw a man at the end of his life, trying to fight for normalcy, whether it was good or bad. I didn't fucking care. I just wanted to breathe.
At least you're still afraid.
Okay. And he's gonna finally remove his hand from your shoulder.
I think Ragna's just like Echo can see how exhausted he is. Echo can feel it.
Do you need a nap?
No, I gotta be present. I can't. As much as I would, as much as I can't. I can't be in the passenger seat. I have to live my life.
Well, I'm not letting your story end in some fucking singles event. So I'll make you sit passenger if I have to. So just be careful. This is not how your story's ending. Mine might be traumatizing. At least it's badass.
At least it's fucking metal.
It's fucking sick. It's fucking sick.
That is the most toxic masculinity thing I have ever heard.
That's
Yeah.
so good. Yeah.
You're not wrong.
That's wrong.
Can I?
Echo is just all of the toxic masculinity Ragna could have been.
True.
Look, he went from mostly female family members and someone he cared about to literally not having contact with like any of them, especially when Vontus went. But so at that point, he just went, "Fuck it."
No positive female role models.
Nope.
Fuck boy.
Myself.
Activate myself.
Me,
myself, and I.
Melena's pretty cool though for a chick.
Oh,
I'm so kidding.
For a dragon chick, they're pretty alright.
That's pretty cool.
my God. Can
That's pretty neat. And Ragna will like laugh or chuckle, and then like just blink and be back fixing his armor.
Yep.
And then head downstairs.
Actually, as you open the door, Kaj like is about to knock on your door. All right.
He still has dried herbs on his forehead.
It's fucking like Easter Sunday over here.
I'm smelling a little charcoaly.
No, you smell good. You smell like bread. Like herby bread.
Smell like bread. and herbs and spices. I think Ragna's eye does travel up to the marking. Simba. Um, is that some sort of a gladiator thing?
No, it's some sort of Caleo thing.
Oh. What's it for?
He talked me into a lifeline.
I had to talk you into that.
Not doing so hot today either.
And then you think Ragnar looks away. Just remember, like he looks at you, and like if you can see from his Ragnar's perspective, he blinks, sees the other timeline version of you, and you can see he's shaking up for like a half second, a blink, and he's just like, "You know we need you, right?"
When you say it, I know you mean it. But I can't process that. But I believe you.
Then that's all you need to do. Believe it. Believe me. I need you. Caleo needs you. Milena needs you. Bastian needs you. Fontes and Janelle. The future needs you. And if I have to beat it into your skull, I will. If we fight.
I need you to know. If I die, I need you to know that every night when I go to bed, I think to myself, I wish I had someone like you when I was younger. I wish we had met so much sooner. And I am sorry if I've ever done anything wrong or hurt you or did you feel less?
Kazimir, the words you have said, the actions you have acted upon, the feelings you've had, I appreciated them before. But after what I've seen, I appreciate them so much more. Thank you for fighting. Thank you for being different. Thank you for being you. Unapologetically you.
Hugs him.
Ragna hugs him back.
Thank you.
Anytime, brother.
Stays there for like a good 20 seconds. Like this is a long hug.
Mm-hmm.
Breaks it. Well, I will check on Bastian one more time. But
I'll head down with Caleo.
okay.
And like as he's like stepping away, I think he's like, what was the thing that? What was the yoke? He's like, yokes don't suit you, and neither do hooks. And he heads down.
Kazimir nods, walks towards Bastian's. Walks in, still in a cold sweat, I assume, yeah. Yeah. Just kind of pulls up a chair, like sits next to him. It sucks you're not awake right now. Maybe if I see you later, I'll tell you. I saw you sweat this morning, and something just struck me. I'm not sure if I had ever seen you sweat before. Something I'm very familiar with. And I realize now, I mean, I have in the past, but only in glimpses. But what you do is work too. You have a lot of strength in you. And you have surprised me more times than I can count. You should keep surprising people. It suits you. First one. If I don't see you later, I'll see you in Tartarus. And leaves.
You son of a bitch. Yeah, you do.
Oh, where's my daughter?
Oh, funny you're about to say that because I had that planned.
Okay, great.
As you exit the room, you see Finley coming up with a large basket. And it looks like there's just stuff piled in there. It's taller than her head, so she's kind of like she finally made it to the top of the stairs. And she's trying to walk holding this.
Morning.
Oh! Here, come with me. And you see her kind of balance it on her arm. She grabs your hand and walks to your room where you were staying.
What is in the basket?
She places it down. And she begins to pull out things. And you see her, she pulls out just a brand new water skin. And she's like, well, in case you get thirsty while you're out there, your other one was kind of dingy. So I got this for you. And then she's, oh, look. And then she turns around. She seems to wipe something on her face, turns back around. And she has a couple of paint strips on her cheeks, matching your skin color. And then the color of your scar. So it's like a darker blue and a lighter blue.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just pulling out things. It seems like your favorite foods, things to try to get you ready for the morning, just things to try to get you excited. And you see her pull out a hat, a dumb ass hat that Crumb probably sold her, with horns on it.
Is it like one of those beer can hats?
You
know the ones?
Yeah, it's similar. It's heavy duty, and then it's more like a helm with two horns sticking out of it, resembling yours with the mohawk.
Yeah,
kind of the helm you have.
Yeah.
But worse quality.
Yeah.
And
from Dollar Tree.
Yeah, but sold it for $50.
Sure.
And she puts that on, kind of sinks down on her head for a second, and she pulls it back up, readjusts it, and she's like, all right, well, I'm now ready to watch you fight today. And then we'll fill up your water skin.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's some treats for you before you go, because I feel like you always fight better when you eat better in the morning. And you see her pull out grapes, your favorite fruits. So eat up, so you do a good job. She's just pulling out all this stuff.
Oh, God. You're going to spoil me.
Good. And I'm gonna do that for a long time. So.
Takes the grapes, plucks one, gives it to Finley.
Eat it, yeah.
Cheers.
And she'll cheers with it and just eat it. And then she'll close the door now that her hands are free.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll walk over to you. So, I know you tried to say goodbye the other day. And I don't accept it.
What do you mean?
I do not accept your goodbye. You can't go anywhere.
Finley, are you barricading me?
Is it working?
I'm a little confused as to why.
This is how we could spend every morning together. I'd bring you your favorite foods. We could eat breakfast. I'm always here to support you, just like you're here to support me. And how am I supposed to take care of you when you're old and grumpy if you don't live to become old and grumpy? How am I supposed to be a real daughter if you don't let me do that? Thanks for the raid.
Thanks for the raid. I'm talking to my adopted daughter. Friendly, you are very sweet. But I did make a deal. I know that you are concerned for me, care about me. And I am very scared of what will happen if I go to the tournament. But I can imagine that. If I do not show up, I do not know what happens.
I'm saying you don't have to not show up. You just have to win. Or at least live.
That means I have to win.
Or we could run. I'm a very good runner.
I can't run again. Not from him. I won't give him that.
So, you're just going to give him your life instead?
Going to give him hell.
As long as you haven't given up, then.
I was close. Very recently. But I won't. I hope to have breakfast with you tomorrow.
Stay. And the next day after that. And the next day. And maybe take a break after that because, maybe we need some time apart. But then the day after that.
think that would be good.
You see her this entire time. She's been holding back tears and trying to be extremely strong. Just wanted to make sure you weren't giving up on me anymore.
Very well.
Good.
Hugs her. So tight. Okay. You'll be watching, yeah?
I will. I got really good seats. Enigma's saving it for me.
Oh no.
It's fine.
What is he? What does she? It's the fucking thing. Damn.
They got a spot right up front, and they're still invisible, and they said if anyone tries to sit on them, they'll just bite them in the butt. So, it'll still be there.
That is one way to do that.
I mean, I couldn't stand in line and also give you a pep talk. So, I do all the marbles now, so I have to figure out where to find those. But
Someone else RP. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm taking up so much time.
no, you're good.
With all this, I'm gonna die
I'm
talk.
good.
Fuck you. Ah,
Fuck you.
I'm gonna die.
no!
It's a possibility.
Shut the fuck up!
No!
She gives you a quick squeeze and then goes, okay, I'll leave you some time for you to enjoy your food. Take some time to get ready. It's just like giving you a thumbs up. And you see her walk out of the room. And then you hear running coming back. And then she opens the door. She's like, oh shit, Dad, here. And she hands you a bottle.
Ah!
I'm.
Oh! Oh!
You can't just drop dead on me like that. What the
Yeah,
fuck,
fuck
dude?
you!
Oh!
Thank you.
I made
What?
this just for you.
What is it?
Just drink it before a fight that you are a little worried about. I promise it works. It will do good things.
Did you buy this or did you make it?
I made it.
You made it.
Mhm.
Where?
So, you know the magic stores that are down there?
Hmm.
Downtown? Well, one of them, the alchemist shop, said I could use their back room. They've been kind of teaching me how to make potions. I thought I'd surprise you and Bastian.
That's very kind of you. You like alchemy?
Okay, it's good. I can put my magic into it, so I feel really useful. So as long as I'm helping.
Thank you.
Like, Kazimir will like take her hands and like look her dead in the eye, like very seriously. You are more than just useful. Okay. I love you.
Too. And she'll reach up. She'll give you like she'll put her hand on yours and like reach up, give you a kiss on the cheek. Go, I love you too. Okay, now get ready. I will let you do what you need to. And
Okay.
she will then scramble off and like gently close the door, kind of waving as she's closing the door.
Just crying. Not like loud crying.
That's
just-
what you get, bitch.
Can't fucking stop.
Hey, if I
Dad.
die, hey Dad, guess what?
Hey, guess what? I got more gifts
I
for
made
you.
this for you. Fuck you.
Got therapy from Caleo, got a hug from Ragna, got a daughter from Finley.
Fucking-
Got
Man,
fatherhood from Finley, I should say, actually.
Got a time to talk without an interruption from Bastian.
Yeah.
A blessing.
A blessing.
A blessing.
Oh.
Is it because he's passed out? No.
Do we have to take should we take a break?
Oh, we haven't taken a break yet.
Yeah, we haven't.
I'm probably not going to go too much further, just to be 100% honest.
Okay,
So,
okay, fair
if
enough,
we don't
fair
mind rounding out,
Someone
Hey.
else do the last few scenes.
Hey,
is there anything else anyone would like to do?
I mean, that's a fucking banger of a conversation. I know that Ragna's going downstairs. And he probably would see Caleo. She's just probably putting her stuff away. I'm guessing. Putting
Yeah,
her stuff-
he's just he's probably like he's used up all of the herbs, so he's probably like wiping it down with a cloth and like putting it back in his belongings, and he probably sees and goes, Ragna, hello. Picks up his tea off the ground and starts drinking it.
blink.
How was your sleep?
One timeline, the other timeline. No, I won't do it to you. And I think hearing the voice first and then seeing you, he freezes. You see him physically just like shake off whatever's in his head. Very bad. I had a very not a great night's sleep. Very bad dream.
I'm sorry to hear that. I gave Kazimir some chamomile. I think I have some left over if you'd like some.
I'm not really a tea drinker. More water is my kind of.
I do have water. I can put like some lemon in it.
You think you because you've got high wisdom. You definitely see Ragna. Ragna is looking at you. Quiz of like he's like, what are the differences between that Caleo and this Caleo? He's looking at you like he's looking at you like he's looking past you or through you and but to you at the same time.
Do you have something you would like to ask me, Ragna?
Have you ever he pauses and he's just like again trying to think of what to say or how to say it. And he's just like, have you ever besides Hestia, have you ever heard any other voices in your mind besides your own?
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth. No, can't say I have. It's only ever been mine, my ladies, my mother's from time to time.
Hey, I know you're doing something. Would you like to roll for it?
Me?
What
What if
Me?
you were wrong?
What if you were wrong?
What if?
Oh, 6 Serenity is twisted Serenity.
Oh,
What am I rolling?
It's just seeping out like the ooze of my sickness. I'm just evil.
Evil.
History or hang on. What are you good at?
What you good at so I could use that against you?
Nothing
Hello.
intelligence related.
Religion. Religion.
Religion?
Religion with your wisdom.
With your
Yeah, 'cause
With
we
my
changed it to
wisdom?
wisdom.
Yes. Okay,
Do that.
amazing. 21.
Jesus.
You know, you really haven't thought about this in a long time.
Loading evil.
Yeah, loading. Little loading.
Loading
screen here.
you.
Okay. you really haven't thought about this in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But when you were younger, as you were beginning to, after your parents died,
Mm-hmm.
and you had that little piece of broken jewelry, pendant, whatever it is, that little piece of metal with a gem on it, there'd be times that you sit there and stare at it, thinking, who did it? Why? Where did this come from? And you would hear whispers. But they never seemed, to you at that point, it just seemed like maybe thoughts in the back of your head. But
Can I flavor it to still be my mother's voice?
sure.
Amazing.
Yeah, but you would hear whispers.
Mm-hmm.
Not extremely coherent, but would come out and crawl up your, almost like the back of your neck to your ears, almost like a little worm of thought, trying to see where it could land, but it never quite hit.
Actually, you know what? Scratch that. I know how to flavor this. Thank you, Serenity.
You're welcome. Go for it.
What the fuck? First it's Andre, now it's you. This is not the flavoring.
Mine is sad. Yours is fucking terrifying.
Yours is
This
Okay.
is great.
Here we go.
I love it here.
So when you ask that, Caleo kind of pauses, kind of goes to take a sip of his tea and pauses. There's a flash of emotion that crosses his face that's not brief, but not prolonged either. It is the journey of Caleo remembering something, feeling it, processing it, and kind of stepping back away from it. Like a healthy individual should. Anyway.
Excuse me, who were you pointing at?
I mean, I guess at some point in my life, but my devotion has only ever been and will be to Hestia, so I was never one to stray from my path, nor will I ever. Why do you ask?
You muted, Bob.
As soon as you confirm any confirmation of anything, as soon as the words "I guess" happen, his Ragna's eye shrinks in. And you see some of his hairs bristle. And as you're continuing, he's like basically back up.
Hang on, calm down.
No.
Just
Wait. Just repeat what you just said to me, just so I could.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
May I ask the context of this first? You seem very upset. And I would like to know the emotional backlash of what I will be experiencing if I
Not
explain
backlash,
myself.
not backlash. Just trying to find puzzle pieces in the dark.
The emotional reaction, then.
We are facing a very complex evil. The future, I have seen a version of it. And in that vision, in that timeline, in that version of our story, you are corrupted by that evil. You are not the you that stands before me right now. And I just need to know. When you say because you said you out of character. You said you experienced whispers or you heard.
Oh god, what did I say? I think I said something along the lines of like I was tempted by something a long time ago.
So when you say tempted by something, what as exact as you can make it, what do you mean?
Before I answer this, I can't remember, was it with the party or just with Kazimir that Caleo told about his family?
I know you told Kazimir. That might have been like a fireside chat sort of thing.
Ragna knows whispers of Ragna. When Ragna first saw you, he recognized you from that tragedy.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't know much about it.
All right. Good. You know, I didn't always live in Feltios. I lived on the outskirts, but had to move into the city when my parents died. I was 17, and my parents had sent me and my siblings to pray to Hestia without them. We thought it was strange, but didn't think much of it. We were kids, and we didn't question them at that age. Well, I did, but I just did what I could to help my parents. We come back, and they're dead. Murdered. No one knew what happened. But no one just gets a slit throat from thin air. Or a trashed home. I found this, and pulls out the amulet.
Ragnar remembers the amulet because he looked at that thing extensively.
And I assume it belongs to whoever killed my parents. I vowed an oath of vengeance that day. That whoever did this will pay for it. That was when I started hearing the whispers. Temptations. Like when you're not quite awake yet, and you swear you hear a voice murmuring a sentence, but by the time you're awake, it's faded. Can't quite know what they were saying, but it was there. You could swear it. But I had my siblings to look after. Roan was only 9. The youngest. None of them could look after themselves. So I moved us into Feltios. I focused on them. They were They were what I lived for the next 9 years. I continued praying to Hestia, and when Roan finally turned 18 and was able to look after himself, I took an oath to my lady. She doesn't approve of my oath, my other oath. But it's there, and I will fulfill it. Maybe if I hadn't had my siblings, maybe if it wouldn't have been as easy.
Ragna just shakes his head because he's seeing you struggle.
It wouldn't have been as easy to ignore those whispers. It's interesting. Knowing's one alternative future. What was your fate, if you don't mind my asking?
You've seen him already.
Your shadow. Interesting. So, that is hopefully the answer to your question, Ragna.
And like as you've been talking, and as you've been spinning your story and what happened, as you've noticed that Ragna's fur calmed down, eye returned to normal. It looks like he grabbed onto a few pieces of information, all the story, but like if parts of it like are becoming theories to him, and he's just more information than we had before. For what it's worth, I think your oath to Hestia did in fact save you from this oath of vengeance that you have. I think if you did not have the other, we would not be standing here next to each other. And the alternative sucks. I know this is another weird question, but have you, on your travels or even before that, have you seen individuals with yellow X's in their eyes?
DM? I assume I have.
Few and far between, but yes.
Okay.
Anyone connected to you more personally?
Yeah, anyone in my family, anyone that I know, anyone that I've met.
Not from the last time you've seen your family, no. There were a couple people in Feltios, but it was they were more like refugee families.
Mm.
So they were people that you've met but aren't specifically close to, and then you have seen some in your travels, but no one particularly in your family that you know of.
Okay. No. Well, yes, I've seen a couple, but I just thought it was an odd genetic thing that some people had, like blue eyes. Is it not?
No. It is a sign. We believe it is a sign of well, I can basically now confirm it. From what I've seen, they are They are this. The sign of the forces that oppose us. But not until something happens. We don't know what activates them turning or becoming violent, or we don't know what it does, but we do know it's a sign of what we are facing, or what the prophecy is prophesizing.
Sorry, that was very funny. Prophesizing doesn't sound like a real word.
A lot of words don't.
They do not. Never understand many of them.
I saw that you
The
Markage.
Oh yes, the spell. Oh yes. So I cast one of my newest spells on him. Hopefully it saves him and doesn't kill him.
Hopefully.
I know I've never cast a spell before personally.
Uh-huh.
It's a new one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't study spells like wizards do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like instinct for me.
Okay.
So I follow my gut and hope I didn't do anything wrong.
Well, what's the alternative? What's the wrong that could happen?
His soul is eternally in damnation.
Oh. Okay.
Ripped apart like a shredder.
Shredders
Just-
exist. Shredders exist.
It's a little mimic, just
They technically, I think those
I
are
love
like,
that.
oh god, what are those called? But they're like literally trash monsters.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely no chance of any revival magic.
Okay, I've got it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Oh, cool. The unknown, even scarier. Perfect.
I just do my lady's work. And I don't question it. Sometimes I like to ask a few questions, but
Asking questions is good. Curiosity is good.
it is.
Christian thought of curiosity's killed the cat, and like, I'm not a cat. I'm a Leonin.
Well, I did make a cat joke earlier, so.
You did.
Hmm.
You did.
But
It's good to know that there is a sign before the X's, maybe. That does. It doesn't comfort me, but it does steer me in the right direction of worry.
you never know. I could have been a very nice person that just happened to have some yellow X's in his eyes.
And again, that flashed. No. No, I don't think so. I don't wish to see you angry. I'll say, I don't wish to see you full of fury. Not like that.
I hope you don't either. But you might. Because I will say this, Ragna. My oath to my lady is very important to me. I would do anything she asks. But I have told her no once. and have continued to do so. And that is forgiving whoever killed my parents. I will kill them. And I will die trying. And that day may be the day I obtain yellow X's. But until then, I'm here to help you. And help you gain your goal, whatever that may be.
I understand. I do.
Thank you.
So I see a look on your face here. I see a look on your fucking face.
Uh-huh.
What's up?
My
What's
face
up?
just looks.
What's
up?
What you got? What do you have to say? What's up? What's happening?
This is a thank you for the raid. This
Thank
is
you
a
for the
special day for Ragna. Lots of things happening.
Yeah, sure. What's up now?
As your conversation finally comes to rest, you feel maybe not more at ease, but have answers.
Yes.
You hear a familiar voice in your head. Where are you staying again? What's the name of the inn? You hear Fontus in your head.
I guess after all that trauma, you decided to give me an olive branch. Okay, cool. What is the name of this fucking place? What's the name of this place?
Fuck, I forgot why I named it. You could just say whatever.
I think it's like the... I might be severely wrong, but Olympic something?
No, you could just
No.
say. You could just say. Look, you could just say the place.
You
I'm
just say the
staying
name.
at. Yeah, you can just,
I
but you have room to respond. You have 25 words.
Elder Orc Hotel.
yeah, sure. Fuck it, yeah. Elder Orc Hotel. Hold on.
Sure. It's been so long. We've been here for like 20 episodes.
Yes, we
Okay.
have. I'll just write that down. That's 3 words. And like you, Caleo will see it. Caleo will like see like them concentrating with you, to like blinking, kind of not blushing or flush or anything, but like kind of sort of like oh my god, my
Can I tell what's happening?
my high school crush is talking. Like it's a sending spell, so I'm
Yeah.
like, and like you can see his ears like twitching and moving.
Mm-hmm.
Like he hears something that you don't. And he's like mouthing words to himself,
Mm.
and it's just like he completely forgets you're in the room. And he's like, if you're in Siothen,
What the fuck are you doing here?
Get out.
first
Run!
what? First what? Second, Elder Orc Hotel. Third, what? Why? Where are you? Sending spell how? Love you.
Question mark?
Question mark? No, it's like love you. It's like that question mark is extended from the how'd you get the sending spell? It's like love you. And like he's like trying to figure out words. Please be safe. Have helmet. That's 25, I think. Yeah.
Hey, hi or hello?
Fucking hi. Hi.
You're sitting across from a cleric that has a sending spell.
Damn shit. Fuck.
Perfect.
Just walk outside.
What the fuck? What are we doing here? Oh, I better not.
What?
Excuse
Huh?
me. Excuse me. And like Ragna.
Oh,
Breaks.
Kaleo's following. I don't care if this metagaming Kaleo is following that shit.
Ragna just turns. Ragna just does like a full like T-post turn. Glides. Fucking glides.
Clips through the door.
Clips, like bumps into it, like stutters, and then glitches through it.
Oh, I love Bethesda games.
And he just like he like opens the doors quick and wide.
A lot of people who are walking past like stop and like jump back as they hear and see the door just slam and then like teeter as it hits the wall.
Mm.
And you look around for a moment, and then quickly you see someone walking towards you who then pulls back their hood. It's Fontus.
Fontus!
Fucking rushes and lifts them up and fucking hugs them. It just lifts them and they're like spinning. It's just.
She like takes a second and is like, you know, like, and then like begins to laugh and then like says, about the helmet.
Shut up, and he goes to kiss them.
And she will kiss back, and then pull away. And go, oh, Caleo.
Hello!
What?
Kazimir.
Hi. What?
Have they separated yet? Because Caleo will go forward and also give them a hug.
Ragna's like just a cat loving an owner, just hugging, just nuzzling them.
I feel like there's one half of a body open.
Yeah, it's one half of a body
To where you come up to hug and then she's like, no, okay. And like now there are two surrounding loving figures and she's like, okay.
It's a very brief hug from Caleo.
Okay. Because he knows.
He knows. And also he did it to be a little bit of a shit.
Thank you for the raid.
Thank you for the
Raid. We've been raided so much tonight.
So many
Yeah.
so many
cool,
friends
so many cool kids.
So many cool kids in the house.
in the house.
Just cool kids loving cool kids. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
She takes a second and she looks around and is Bastian with you?
He's
Yeah.
yes.
He's upstairs.
Why are you here? I thought you were in Zelios.
I also thought that.
I wasn't lost for that long.
What?
Is Sedima with you?
Sid, let's talk inside. And you see her looking around, feeling uncomfortable. It looks like she has that heavy weight that you all felt when you first came to Scythen, but it kind of hit her like a truck. And she's like, I need to sit down.
Yeah, that oppressive god aura.
God absence.
And it's Athena, so it's like,
Yeah.
bad, this is bad. And she's like, okay.
It's not wise to be here, etc., etc.
You all go inside. And she takes a seat, takes off her cloak, and just like kind of rubs her head for a second. Okay, from the beginning. I was there, but I needed to come here. Sedima is back home with family. They're doing fine. I got here. Like, you can see she's taking a second. I paid for a teleportation spell to get here. I don't remember what else you asked. And then she just, like, takes a second. Kind of leans not too like affectionately over to Ragna, or at least it doesn't seem like it. But she'll take his hand. There you go. There's the
Cleo's
affection
gone
that
and,
she'll
like,
give you.
Grabbed her like a bunch of water too.
Oh yeah, she'll just start chugging.
Yeah.
But Athena told me to come here.
Why?
That can't be good.
I don't think so either. But it's something with Bastian.
Fucking god.
Oh.
Damn it. And like you can see, Montes will see a bit of worry / guilt on Ragna's face.
What did you do?
There's a lot to explain that I've learned recently. First off, that shadowy kind of version of me. Remember when we saved you from the chapel?
Mhm.
That is another timeline's version of me.
It sounds like you're about to continue that sentence, and I
Yeah.
need you to not for just a moment.
Yeah,
Because what?
like I said, a lot has happened since we split. I mean, just like he's like getting them more water, but he's like adding honey to it. He's like, cause he's like honey and water, sweet sugar water, just handing it to them.
And she's drinking and then looks to everyone. Are you all okay?
Well, you just came in time for the action, actually. We're all about to go into a tournament. Kazimir's against his will, though, so.
Oh. You...
I don't know if Caleo knows that, but I'm metagaming it.
Well,
It's been-
he's expressed
Oh,
many
yes.
times about how he's like he hates this.
Yeah.
So,
It's not a secret.
not a secret at this point.
Maybe. I can be of help then. That's good.
I've already helped out Kazimir. I gained this new spell that lets him kind of bounce back up should he fall, but
Wow.
You said Athena. What did Athena? Did Athena just say go there like that? Just that? Like nothing? No message? No. Just check on Bastian.
She said, I need to speak to him.
Mm-hmm.
That is about what I've gotten out of the conversation. You've spoken with Athena. She is not one for words.
Yeah. For as wise as she is, using the words is not their strongest suit, apparently.
Sometimes more wise to say less.
They might be. They have seen a lot. I'm going to, and you have to stick with me on this one. You have to stick with me. Okay?
Okay.
Bastian used his magic to look into the memories of this other version of me.
Oh, he dug in heads again.
He dug in heads again, exactly.
does
This time-
Bastian normally dig in heads?
It's happened more than twice.
With a shovel? Or like a drill? Or
Magic.
No.
magic? Okay.
I remember
With a spork? Or...
like a little
lobotomy,
like a little drill?
demonstration.
Remember when we were traveling and I told you about the brain worm I had?
Yes.
That's how they got it out.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Andy.
He's pretty good at it, but
Yeah, and well, he did that, but for that version of me, and I'm guessing he saw a lot more than I did.
is he okay?
I've seen him better, and I just saw him beat to shit the other day.
He's drained mentally, magically, physically. Whatever he saw.
It might also be the fact that he's wanted by Janelle's dad.
Again, lots of
Because
information you've missed.
He has
Do you know Janelle?
Titan blood.
I don't what? Okay. This is not a water conversation anymore. This is an alcoholic drink conversation.
It's like 9 a.m. It's so early.
It was not 9 a.m. where I was.
Oh. Is that how does that work?
It was like 5 a.m. It doesn't make a difference. It was worse then. And she's just gonna chuck.
I was gonna say, if we go west, the time is
It was earlier.
much earlier.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I don't think Kashmir's thought about time zones ever.
Neither is Caleo. But like Kaleo's not questioning it.
Kaleo's going with
Yeah.
it's just magic.
Caleo
It's
just
9
assumed it was
a.m.
time
right
travel.
now. Okay. Let's have this conversation. But just for a second. I need to talk very quickly with Ragna. So we'll be right back.
We should be going to the tournament anyway, so Kazimir and I will head out and
I'll catch up.
you can catch up.
I'll catch up.
Maybe
Why don't I will watch. I'd love to see what you can all do now. I mean, you've all grown, but I also have something that might help. So meet me outside
Okay.
before you go in.
Meet me outside.
Meet me outside!
Meet me outside. Meet him outside.
Son, don't call me son. Anyway.
Don't call me son.
Yes, thank you. And you see her finish the drink and then chug water.
Kazimir and I peep outside.
Gotta stay hydrated.
She's going to look out, wait for the door to close. Everyone else who was staying at the inn has gone. And then she just quickly turns to you and just gives you a big old kiss.
Fucking kisses him right back.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, so she's gonna then kind of sit across from you and go, "You don't look okay."
I'm not. Not after what I've seen.
From the other you?
Hmm.
That's gonna take some getting used to.
Yeah, when Bastian used the magic, I guess we got split up, and I think I saw the last day. I was alive. I think.
Wait, you saw your own death?
Pretty much.
She's going to kind of like grab your head, like brush away like some fur that's standing on end. You're acting very, very good for what you saw.
Thanks. I'm the present needs me right now.
So is he just there with you all the time?
Mhm.
Well, that's kind of weird.
I've gotten used to weird. Weird has kind of just become a normal state for me this time. How's in the back of my mind, how is dear old Echo feeling?
Well, he
Does
just
he just
relived his death.
yeah,
And now
he's talking
Vontus.
Vontus
Yeah.
is here. Yeah.
He's definitely, you feel like a swell of emotion,
Mm.
but he, like, if you like try to like ask him how he's doing, he does not respond.
Yeah. I imagine like Ragna is like Vontus will see Ragna's ears like kind of like reflectively twitching as like he feels that swell of emotion. That extra bit of wanting and love and affection. And like it's just like it's there are many differences between the two of us, obviously. There's a key moment that is different between us. And like he reaches out and holds their hand and like grips it tightly.
They're just kind of look. And you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
I'm just glad we saved you.
There's a realization, and her face softens. She's finally completely relaxed, the Vontus that you normally know, not on guard. And then she just pulls you down to her shoulder and begins to like rub your back and like kind of give your like head like a little bit of a pet.
Ragna's like, it's almost like the day at the chapel all over again for him. And he's just holding them, nuzzling in as deep as he can.
I'm sorry.
Like if I could take some agency away from Echo.
Sure, go for it.
I think she'll hear just that gruffer, more mature voice of Echo. Just go, I missed you too.
There's definitely a second of she stops, kind of pulls back a little and sees the other eye. And she'll cup Ragna's face. Still caringly, but more cautious. And
that eye is definitely crying. That eye is definitely, tears are definitely flowing from that eye. Not more so, but like definitely more, just like rapidly.
She'll press her forehead against his and kind of wipe away the tear. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's the right thing to say.
The fact that you're saying anything at all makes up for so much.
She'll sit there with Echo. for a while. Not quite as intimate and close as she normally is with Ragna, but more comforting.
Mhm.
Eventually, after a while, after they've had a moment together, the time is coming closer for the singles event. And Echo relinquishes control and almost like passing each other in the watercolor world. You just hear, "Thank you," as you come back. And you see that she's tearing up, but she notices that you're back and just kind of tries to put on a smile again.
Ragna just tries the same thing. Ragna tries the same smile. They both can't do it.
You should go meet up with everyone. I want to be able to help. I learned some new things, which is good. And she's going to start standing up and like helping you up.
What is? Oh. Man, I can't imagine. I mean, I'm very curious about what trials you had to go through on the island to even talk to Athena.
And she will begin to just, in her normal way, as she's not in Feltios, doesn't really feel like she has to put up a barrier to be seen. And she talks to you just as she would privately, just talking about just the ridiculous trials, very similar to yours, but not quite the same. She talks about having to fight skeletons. And then there was the Gorgon. She also had to fight.
Another Gorgon? Damn. Wow. Jesus.
And she's talking about how she just beat the shit out of it.
Good.
But she goes into that. And you see that she now has a what's it called? I'm so sorry. I'm trying to. It's not quite like a belt, but rather like a specific like harness for like a map that's on her like a scroll roll that's on her hip. That's new. And she talks about that was what she was given. And she's like, I don't really actually quite know what it does yet, but we'll figure that out when we get there.
Yes, we will.
Maybe it will come in handy eventually. And as you both begin to see the arena coming into view, walking together, hand in hand. She's very excitedly talking, so your hand that you're holding with her is going wherever her hand's going. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Very cute. Very cute.
But as you get closer, she sees Kazimir and Caleo. Doesn't completely tighten back up. She waves to Caleo. Are they taking good care of you?
Just as much as I'm taking care of them.
Caleo's a very good soul.
From what I've seen, they're inexperienced to be around.
That is an understatement. But I would trust him with my life. And I don't say that about many.
You don't?
I'm glad you do, man.
Hey girl, what's up?
What's up? What's up, bitch?
What's up? And it's
Claire
for you,
like
C
calls
for me.
Mortis Beagle if he was to especially rile her up, I imagine.
Oh yeah, no. If you say that, she immediately goes.
He got what?
Everything I just said is wrong, incorrect.
Just cut it.
Don't remember anything I just said.
Really? That's.
I did not choose that.
I gotta know about that. That seems like
You can ask Caleo.
I want to hear you say it so I can see you cringe and literally implode on yourself.
Oh,
It is
great.
a great nickname.
No, it's not. She
You-
looks to
oh my
Kazimir
God.
with like begging, "Help me, guys."
You should hear about the nickname I thought of for Kazimir. It's so good.
Okay, hang on.
I'm gonna go die. I'll see you guys later.
Excuse me.
She goes, wait. I'm gonna make sure you're taken care of. But first, what's the nickname?
Jim. You know, like Kazimir.
She,
Everyone
You
called
said-
him
You
Kaj.
specifically said Jimmy.
Oh, I did say Jimmy, didn't I?
Why would you
Yes.
correct them?
Terrible.
I don't know
'Cause-
which one's worse.
They're both.
Everyone was calling him Kaj, so I asked him if anyone ever calls me Jimmy because, you know, sometimes people make nicknames out of the middle part of someone's name.
I tried to make many nicknames for Caleo. All of
They're
them
all
were
very
fine.
good.
No, they're not. I even went to Caleo. They like that one
That
quite
was
a bit.
my favorite.
Yeah. They look. Fontus is in so much pain.
I think Ragna just like leans up against them. It's okay. You don't have like nudges them and like does the cat thing of rubbing against one another. Like just like, don't have to go through that pain. It's fine. You don't have to. You can stop. You can.
I-
don't have to do this to yourself.
She looks to Kazimir and goes, "I will never call you that. If that helps." As long as you never mutter "V girl."
I would never.
There's a
A sickness.
You'll never hear that from me.
If we do hear it from you, we know something's happened. Something's changed. You're a doppelganger. We'll know.
Caleo, Ragna, you should go to register. I have a feeling I will need to.
She takes you all real quick and takes like she has Ragna's hand. She takes Cleo's hand and then she offers like the between of her hands to Kazimir to hold them all. like she's
do
like holding like this.
This is very nice.
I
Don't
cup
talk
her
about
head.
Cover.
Oh, never mind. I don't need a helmet because I have Kazimir.
Oh, you still need the helmet. I don't think I put the.
It is safe. It's fine.
What is it then? Safe what?
It is safe.
Mm.
It has my name on it.
Oh, that's good.
You know what? Well, make it to where I can't lose it, and then I will never lose it.
I'll get on that.
She has you there.
See?
Why
can be useful.
are we touching you?
I just thought we were experiencing friendship.
No,
No? Okay.
no. She breathing. She begins to. You begin to hear her give out this chant, very quiet and low, that begins to feel like a war rally. And you all feel this just burst of adrenaline as she uses her feature that she got from Athena. War rally. And for the next 5 rounds of initiative. 5 rounds of initiative for the day. You have advantage.
Nice.
Advantage on initiative, gotcha. Initiative.
Does it not mean anything to Kazimir?
No, because I usually. Well, I think I just have that as a.
You have that as a barbarian.
Mm.
Hey, 2 of us get it, so cool.
Yeah, it's for them.
And you got the Simba.
I got Simba.
Simba.
You got Simba, so that's
Yeah, so maximum of 5. She does look extremely tired after she uses it.
God.
But she just kind of lets you all go and goes, use it well. I'll be watching.
All right, now go sit.
There are seats. You remember Finley, correct?
Oh, I do. She's still here?
Yeah, they're still here. They should. I think they're going to be watching, so they should have seats around them. So if you want to join them,
She is not a snake person anymore.
she's not sneaking for
Oh.
She's a redhead. Elvish.
I will go and try to find her then. Well, be safe. And she looks to Caleo and says, I will be reporting your form after. So if you need any work on anything, we'll practice.
Okay.
And she looks to Ragna. Same goes for you, but I love you. And she turns
Love you
and walks.
too.
I thought it would be us bullying her, but it's really the other way around.
That's how it always is.
And she goes to Kazimir and goes, do good.
That's the inspirational speech. That's the one that keeps him alive. He's like, you know what? I will do good.
Do good.
Okay.
You looked really left out. I didn't want to not say anything.
Whatever. It's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna go now.
I'll go.
And she walks in. I feel like Kazimir would be the one who would hear this. You hear Enigma go, or no, Enigma doesn't know her. I apologize. You hear Finley go, oh my God, Vontus! And then just, oh God. Hi.
Adorable.
And just she's like in the arena going in, just hi, and goes to take a seat. And we'll leave off there.
Yay!
Thank you to everybody watching right now. There's 57 people watching. This is a crazy amount of people for us.
I've never had 57 friends.
Thanks for sticking around if you've been around for a while. I'll do a quick sound off for everyone.
Sure.
I'm Andre at Andre Vera Art. Beneath me is Depth, their Chaotic Bonnie. Diagonal from me this way is a Fluffy Goomba, Christian.
You got it.
And our wonderful DM is Serenity, Click Clack Snack. Also shout out to AJ Hoosha Kid for helping us with the production of this episode. And to I think we're using Adrian Von Ziegler for music today.
That's what you said before.
Go check out Adrian's stuff. It's really, really good. Thanks everybody. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. Bye.